Students, good morning. Students who are in the online, am I audible? Online students? Right. So let us start the continuation part. Last session we already completed. Come in, ma. Already we completed the concept of what? We started with the data types concept. I hope you are remembering. How many data types are there? 14 data types are there. Can you repeat them once? Start. Int, float, bool, complex, str, bytes, byte array, range, list, tuple, set, Trojan set, date, none type. Right. How many categories are there? 6 categories are there. What are that? Fundamental category data types, sequential category data type, list category data types, set category data types, dict category data types, none type category data types. Good. Very good. So you people understood the classifications and then types. Dear students, now remove that back. So only one chair for one student. Fees is paid for one student only now. Huh? One student and two students. Then now coming to the point back, fundamental data types we already started with. Fundamental category data types we already started with. So I'll open it. Fundamental category data types. There we started with fundamental category data types purpose is to store what value? Single value. How many data types in fundamental category? 4. Int, float, bool, complex. Right. So last class we already completed int type. We already completed what? Int. Right, students. Coming to the point back, int also we started with. Already we completed some part of it. And what is the use of int data type? What is the use of int data type? What is the use of int data type? To store integer data or literals or whole numbers or integral values. Numbers without decimal places. Numbers without decimal places. What is the int here? It is one of the predefined class treated as a fundamental type. Good. So with that, we have seen that it's a normal integers. At the same time, we already started with not only with int data type stores integer data, we can also store what type of data? Number systems values also we can store. What are the different number systems we have? 4 types of number systems. 4 types of number systems. What are those? Decimal number system, binary number system, octal number system, hexadecimal number system. This is what we started with. Decimal number system completed. And the binary number system was also completed in the class. Now it is a time to start with octal number system. Come in, mom. Now it's a time to go for octal number system today. Well, it's very simple, students. The name itself says that octal. Octal indicates what? 8. 8. So this will contain, I'll write the same thing here. Let us try to follow, guys. Here I am writing octal number system. Come in. Octal number system understandable by octal number system values understandable by microprocessor kits. Microprocessor kits. Right. I don't know, because in electronics or in CSC, BTech CSC, there is a programming called 8086. Assembly language programming we can call. ALP we can call. So any electronic students here? Whatever I ask, those students will not be there. Compulsory they will not be there. Nobody? No electronic students here? Completely no electronic students. Telling lies not good, no? Just in childhood days you learned one rhyme also, right? Telling lies, no papa. Eating sugar, no papa. All these things you learned or not? Telling lies good, huh? Who is electronics here? Raise the hands. Okay. Only one girl because girls are sincere. Okay. Two boys are sincere. He is raising and his friend is raising his hand. Actually, he is not raising. That's why only three boys are raising. One girl is raising. Others, girls are there. So many electronic students are there. But fearing, no problem. So, Srikanth is saying I am a ECE student. Okay, students, no issue. 8086, there, you are executing the program. Whether they said or not, I don't know. Whether they said or not, I don't know. But there is a mnemonics sheet is there. Mnemonics. One mnemonic sheet is there. Even in our BE, when I was studying, there was ALP 8086. And what my sir taught, we don't know. God knows. He said during the practical exam, he said before only 1 hour before, he said this question only will come for this number, this will come for this number, this will come for this number. We buttified like anything. Buttified. We buttified. And during the exam writing, I forget one letter. Not coming. I went to sir, I want to go out for some reason. He said, what is the reason? I said the reason slowly. Actually, want to get marks now. Otherwise, errors are coming. He said, okay, come early. I went there and I seen the record and I came out immediately. So I wrote, I got the program. So immediately, that is the subject. We don't know, we buttified. What is the use of that? That's why students, don't buttify, try to get it. Okay, students. In that microprocessor, there is the LDA, STA, LHLD, SHLD, 8-bit register, 16-bit register, 32-bit register configuration. Those instructions are different. But in the case of our Python coding, this is not necessary to worry about it. Just I'm saying for the real world purpose. Octal number system values understandable by, here I just wrote it, understandable by microprocessor kits. Here I need to write microprocessor kits. And octal number system contains the following digits. Come in. Contains the following digits are how many, students? So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 means take your bag and go to home. That's how holidays are coming. Take your bag and go to home. 0 to 7, how many students? If you say 8, you're not fit for anything else. Not fit for anything, directly saying. 0 to 7, how many? Then opt is over, na? Then where is the question of difficulty, students? If you say 8, 9, 10 like that, no, but no award is given. Base is called what here? 8. So base 2 literals are called here what? Binary. Base 10 literals are called what? Decimal. Here base 2 literals are called binary. Now here what? Base 8 literals are called what? Very good. All base 8 literals are called octal. Octal. So octal number system we can call. So in Python programming, all octal values. In Python programming, to store the octal values, in Python programming, to store the octal values, I'm writing here, to store octal values, octal number values, octal values must be preceded by either letter called 0O or the letter called 0 capital O. Be careful, ma. See the difference between 0 and O and see the difference between these two things. I hope you are following, guys. And what is the syntax, sir? Syntax is very, very simple. Same to same. I'll come back to this area and observe it. What is that now? Variable name is equal to what? 0O. Which value? Octal value. And here 0 capital O is called what again? Yes, octal values. Now we will go for the example. Now I'll go for the example. So, careful students. So here I'm going to write it. Very, very easy, guys. Now see. Suppose I'm having something like this. You come to the point back. I will take some calculation. Yesterday I said some mathematical calculation or not. This is called what, ma? decimal to octal, decimal to octal, octal to decimal, octal to decimal. Why are you coming late, students? Please come on time. Don't come late, please. Decimal to octal, octal to decimal. So decimal, I am going to take it first. Take the value called 18. Take the value called 18, which is the base 10, converted into what? Octal. X of what, X of 8. Yesterday's class, I said to you, students, that is 18 of what I am saying? 8. Last class, I said 2, binary conversion. So what is this now? 8 to 2 are how much? 16. What is the remainder? 2. 2. And next is called what? 8, 0. What is this now? 2. What are the values need to take? 2, 2 I need. 0, 2, 2 I need to take it. Hence, 18 of 10 is a decimal number system. E is converted into what? 22 of what? 8. Understood, ma? Right. Similarly, octal to what? Decimal. Say, take the same thing. 22 of what? 8. Converted into reverse to what? X of what? 10. When this is given, students, you are supposed to take it as what you know. 2, 2 you take spaciously. You write what? Yesterday you took it what? 8. 2 to the power of 0, 2 to the power of 1, etc. You need to start with 2 to the power of 0, 8 to the power of 0, 8 to the power of 1. You multiply each value with that and add them. 2 into what? 8 to the power of 1 plus 2 into 8 to the power of what? 0. 8 to the power of 0. What is the value here? 16 plus 2. 8 to the anything to the power of 0 is called what? 1. So 2 it is called. What is the value now? 18. Hence, 22 of base 8 will be taken as what? 18 of 2. 18 of what? 2. Did you understand? So this part you see decimal to octal, octal to what? Decimal. Decimal. Please come back to this area. Come back to this area. Go to the Python environment here. Come in. Go to the Python environment. Here I am going to take it. Python 3.12. Python 3.12. You come to this latest version. You already aware of it. You know how to take care of that. And go to this place. Here I am going to take up. So 36 here. And see this now carefully. There I am going to write it. A is equal to what I am doing, Come on. 18 or something like our place. 0. Octal data you need to take. 22 I am taking. Print of what here? A comma type of A. Type of A. It is going to be called what? 18. 18. Right. It is called which type? Int. What is int? Class. What is A? What is this 0 over 22? Octal literal. Octal. Good. Coming to the point back. A is equal to 0 capital O. 32 I am writing. 32. Octal value. I want to convert to what? Decimal value. So you need to take not only this single value. So 1, 2, 3 you take it, ma. 1, 2, 3. What is this now? 1, 2, 3. Take spaciously. 8 to the power of 0, ma. 8 to the power of 1. 8 square you take it. What is this now? 1 into 8 square is 64. Plus 2 into 8 is called 16. Plus it is called what? 3. So it is called what? 83 we can call. Am I correct? 83. So 83 is the decimal equivalent of what? 00123. So print of that, print of this now, students. 83 got it. Understood, ma? Yes. Now, if we go to the reverse order, what is this now? Yesterday's class I said bin off. Bin off. Today is what the function, ma? Octave. This function will convert what data? Decimal to octal, binary to octal, hexa to octal also it can convert. These are called base conversion functions, most important. You attend any interview, these are compulsory. One question is coming. Even it is a written test question also. Right? Come on to the point of it. Convert back, convert into what? 8. It is going to give you what? 0022, 0022. Next is called what? Oct of what? 18. No, 18, no, 83. 83, you take it. 83. Is it not called 00123? So, as a programmer, you can say either 0O or you can say 0 capital O, you can say. This is a simple conversion process of what? Octal to decimal and a decimal to what? Octal. I hope students, now I am giving the example. Left side instructions are there. Right side output is available. So students who are following me, I'm going to take up here. This is a data. Octal function is written here. So what is an octal function is saying now? Converting decimal value into which type? So here, I already wrote yesterday this type of note. Today also I will write the note here. See that note. Very, very important point. What is this now? Oct is used for converting decimal binary. Decimal comma what? Binary. And hexadecimal into what format? Octal format. Octal format. Is it clear, ma? Right. This is related to octal. And related to that mathematics example, students, you don't worry. I'll be saying to you the data types where I'm explaining. I'll take that conversion, students. Need not to worry about it. There is a yesterday's class. This was a conversion. And I posted the notes in the registered Google Drive only. I did not post in the original what day before yesterday posted. That was stopped. Here I'm sending the notes in official drive. Please get into it with your help of admins and do that. This is an official mathematics version I said, conversion. And today also you understood one more kind of thing. Decimal to what also? Octal also. Decimal to octal also. This is 23 of 10 into base. 27 of into what? It's done. This also I will post in today's class. I hope students, you followed, right? Shall I move forward? Yes. Boys in the back, are you following me? Yes. Let us start the next discussion. Octal is over. Now I'm going to what? Hexadecimal. If you follow me, I will write something like this. Follow me carefully. Syntax also. Everything I will copy and I'll modify the data under hexadecimal. Please follow. Hexadecimal number system. Hexadecimal number system used in hexadecimal number system values used in I'm writing used in development of OS. Development of OSs. Understandable by OSs is different. Development of OS is different. If any OS error is coming in our PC, that will come the data in the form of hexadecimal format. It will come. I'll show in the class also. So binary understandable by binary data understandable by OS and processor during program execution. To understand this binary, OS is required or not? Such OS was developed by using which type of concept and conventions? Hexadecimal. Don't get confused. Don't come and ask me, sir, what is here also OS, here also OS. That is different actually. Are you following me? Yes. Now, hexadecimal number system contains the following: 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, and then 10. Next, I'm going to write it A and then B, C, D, E, F. E, F. Yeah. 0 to 9. 0 to 9. 0 to 9. A, B, C, D, E. And next is what? F. Now, totally how many are there? 16 are there. 0 onwards, if you count, it is up to here 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. What is the internal value of A in the hexadecimal? See, students, in English, when you come to Unicode in Python, that is called what? 65. That is a normal English with a Python representation. In hexadecimal, what is the value of A? 10. 10. Internal value of A in hexa is 10. Internal value of hexa for binary is 11. Internal value of C is called 12. Internal value of D is called 13. Internal value of this is called 14. Well, and this is called what again? 15. This is the scenario of what, this is a scenario of what, our number systems here. Are you following me? Good. What is the total number of digits? 6. So base 16 literals are called hexadecimal values, hexadecimal number system values. I hope you are clear. In Python programming, to store hexadecimal number system values, my dear students, careful ma. Hexadecimal values must be preceded by a letter called what? 0x. 0x or what? 0 capital X. And you don't come and ask me, sir, binary 0B you have written first letter. Octal 0O you have written. 0O you have written. Why don't you write 0H? You don't come and do that. Because some students, most smart students will ask that doubt. So, because Python did not developed by KVR, right? Python developed by Rosem, great. Salute to that person. And we have to learn that rules. Correct or not? So, we should not take such type of thing. When you want to do it now, if you become an expert now, you do research on it. Good. You develop your own Python, like what C Python is developed, Ruby Python, C Python, Iron Python, like that. You develop Amirpet Python, you develop it. If you become an expert. Right now, you learn it, get the job first. That's my advice. Okay, students, syntax is what? 0x, what is the value here? Hexadecimal value. 0 capital X here, hexadecimal value. Hexadecimal value. Very, very important. I hope you are understanding. Now I am going for the examples. Look at. Are you practicing? Come on, not saying anything. Girls. Some of the girls not saying anything. Practice. What is that? Like that looking, right? So if you look at that, job will not come. Like BTech only. Like BTech only. Don't come for attendance. Here no attendance will be taken. Do something more to work in the industry. Read my notes. More than enough to get the job. But if you don't practice, I can't say what is your future later. Right. Coming to the example here. What is this example? Please follow me. Once again, I am going to take online students. Up to here, are you following me? Up to here, are you following me? Before going to the example, come on, respond everybody. Everybody need to respond. Right. Good. So now I will go to the further. Now see this now. One side you see. One side I am taking what? Decimal to hexa. Decimal to hexa. Decimal to hexa. And what is next? Hexa to decimal. Hexa to decimal. I will take first a decimal. 172. Anything you take it. 172 of what? 10. I want to convert into what? X of what? 16. 16. Very simple. When I was converting to binary, I took it as 2. When I was converting to octal, 8 I took it. Today I am taking what? 172 of what ma? 16. What is this now? 16 10ja, 160. What is the answer now? 12. 12. What is the 12 representation? C. 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 A is 10. B is 11. C is what? 12. Are you following me? Yes. Next is called what? Again, I will take it like this. What is this now? 16. What is this now? 0. What is coming? 10. What is this? A. What is my answer? AC. AC. So hence 172 of 10 is converted into what? AC of what here? 16. AC of 16. Got it or not? Yes. Here you see guys, other side, opposite side. AC of what here? 16. 16 to be converted into what? X base 10. How you can take mom? A spaciously you take it. C. You write 16 to the power of 0. You take 16 to the power of 1. A into 16 to the power of 1 plus C into 16 to the power of 0. What is the value of A, student? 10 into 16, 10 into 16 plus, come on, 12 into what? 0. Sorry, 1. 12 into 1. 160 plus what? 12, which is equivalent to what? 172. So hence this X is called 172. AC converted into what? 172. 172 was converted into AC and AC was converted into 172. Got it? Well, coming to the point back, students, here I will write it. See, ma, all of you. Everything you see practically. 0x AC. 0x AC. Either small a you write, small a, capital A, whatever it is. Once again, I am saying, it doesn't mean that A is 10. You can write small a also what? 10. As far as which one is concerned? Hexa. Capital B you write it 11. Small b also you write it 11 only. So it is your choice. No issue. A, C, small. One upper letter, one lower letter. Both of them are same. Print of A. What is the answer? 172. 172. A is equal to. This is a regularly asking question in many companies. 0x BEE. BEE. B. How do you do it, ma? B. This is a 6 to 7 times I have seen in the MCQs paper. What are these, students? 16 to the power of 0, 16 to the power of 1, 16 square. B into 16 square. E into what? 16 to the power of 1. E into 16 to the power of 1 plus E into 16 to the power of 0. What is this, ma? B value? 11 into 256. Correct? Plus what? 14 into 16 plus 14 into 1. So 11 into 256 how much? 11 into 256 how much? 2816 plus what next? Plus what next? I will say what next? 14 into what? 14 into 16. 14 into 16 is what? 224 plus what? 14. If you add it, this everything 3054. The answer is what? 3054. These questions are very important. MCQs question. Take any student outside and ask this question. They will ask you which question you are asking. C na, C++ or Java na, which question? Automobile engineering question. What is this question? They don't know. But you come to the back. I am going to say print off. What is the answer? 3054. 0x. A is equal to 0x. They will ask you. FACE. 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 Not our face. Python face. Is it valid or not? Valid. What is the answer? How do you do it? 16 cube, F into 16 cube, A into 16 square, C into 16 to the power of 1 plus E into 16 to the power of 0. Guys, are you following? Yes. Last student, stand up. Last student, stand up. What are you doing? Watching mobile. Watching mobile or not? If I call you now, that means I already fixed you. When I call you means already I am observing 10 minutes onwards. My dear student, please learn it. Already you paid fees now. Why you want to waste your money, my dear student? Please learn it. How many number systems are there? You are unable to say. You are seeing on the top something is written on the sky. Why you want to? Already so many days are over, years are over. Why you want to? Please sit down. Please realize. Get my services, student. Now see that face and print A. Print A. What is the answer? 64,206. Do you know how to calculate? Yes. So already we converted what? Hexa to what? Decimal. Now decimal to what? Hexa. Decimal to binary, which function, ma? Bin off. Decimal to octal, which function? Now next function, hex off. These three are called what? Base conversion functions. Where one of the most frequently asked FAQ. What are the three conversion functions? Binoff, octoff, hexoff. This you have to speak of what? Off. Come on, spell out. Binoff, octoff, hexoff. Now convert. Hex of 172. Hex of what? 172, na? 172. What is the answer? 0x small AC na, capital AC na, we never bother about it. Next is called what? 3054. 3054. We are getting the answer like that. Next is called what? 64,206. 64,206 face. Are you getting, students? Like that. One more question I am asking. A is equal to 0x, 0 capital X, 0 capital X, FACER, facer. Come on. Invalid. Why invalid? Beautiful. R is not a hexadecimal value. So definitely it is called what? Syntax error. Because it is a invalid hexadecimal error. Understand? A is equal to 0 capital X BEER, beer. Invalid hexadecimal error. So beer is also invalid. Understood? Facer is also invalid. Like that. 0 to 9, A to F. After that anything comes, it is called what? Invalid. Very good. One beautiful question I will ask you. Nobody can answer it. Ready to face that question? Yes. You cannot answer it. 100% you cannot answer. Now you are waiting. Such questions I will ask so many. That is the speciality of this class. I'll just say openly to everybody. Nobody can answer it. Ready to answer wrong? Yes. You are waiting for that only. Compulsory you will answer wrong. Anybody want to answer? Anybody having confidence you are going to answer correct? Raise the hands. Nobody. Because you know already the faculty questioning style. That's why you are suspecting by yourself. Right. Who will answer my question now? Okay, you'll answer. Stand up. You will also answer. Stand up. You are Hindi student. Hindi. You are also Hindi. Telugu. Okay. Okay. Others. No talent, huh? Girls. Anta ledu. Okay. Come to the point back. Now I am going to say. See how they will answer wrong. 0 X data is called. 0 B data is called. You silence. You said that you don't know. You did not participate in the competition. 0 X data. X. Speed up. X. 0 B. Binary data. Okay. 0 O. Octal. Now I am writing. 0x stands for hexa. 0b. 0o. మీరు చెప్పొద్దని చెప్పాను కదా. మళ్ళీ మీరంతా కోరస్ టీమా? ఈ కోరస్ టీంలో ఉంటే మీకేం రాదు అసలు. యూ వాంట్ టు సింగ్ ఏ సాంగ్, యూ సింగ్. కోరస్ పడేటోళ్ళు ఉంటారు వెనక నిలబడి. దే ఆర్ కాల్డ్ కంపార్ట్మెంట్స్. ఇంజిన్ లాగా ఉండాలి. ఇప్పుడు దే ఆర్ ఇంజిన్స్. వై యువర్ హెల్ప్ ఈజ్ రిక్వైర్డ్? Tell them no help. Tell them. You also. Tell. No help, please. Now listen. They said now why you are saying. Now see how they will answer wrong. Direct. A is equal to 0. 459 is which data? Integer. Which data? Integer. Both of you are wrong. Both of you are wrong. See that. Because why they are saying integer? No B, no 0B. They are thinking not a binary. 0O, not octal. 0x, not hexa. It is nothing but what? Remaining is what? Integer. Integer is nothing but what data? Decimal number system. They are saying, what is that? Wrong answer. That's why when I say mean there is a pakka. 100% result. That's why. Sit down. This type of questions I'll ask so many in my class. Every point I will ask these special questions. That's why anybody says that 0x data is called hexa, 0b data is called binary, 0o data is called octal, 0o data is called what? Invalid. That is saying decimal data is supposed to write only 459. We should not write what? When you are writing 0, you are supposed to write either X or B or O. If you are not writing any of such X, B, O, which is, don't think that it is treated as what? Decimal, like people are saying outside. No, it is called what? Wrong answer. Come on, read out the error. Syntax error. Leading zeros in decimal integer literals are not permitted. Use either 0O for prefix for octal integers, or 0b for binary, 0x for what? Hexa. Just 0 and data is not there. Got it up? Yes. See that? Such type of questions, కొన్ని వందల questions అడతాను. I will ask some hundreds of questions. That questions will come in interviews. That's why I strongly say in the class, whatever questions I am asking, 99.999999% you will get the same questions. If not coming, I am fully responsible. I'll give my number also. I'll give my number, not now. At the ending, before 10 days completing, I'll give my number. Why? If you get a job, you will send a message, sir, I got a job. Like, when I'm giving my number means I am with you only, na. If you read my notes thoroughly, you'll get that type of thing. So, coming to the point back, I will copy this and I'm going to give you most important. If you don't read and if you go to interview, we can't say anything else. So I'm going to say, this is not treated as a decimal number system. It is not treated as an integer literal. It is just treated as what? Error. So that error is going to be, it is going to give you that. This is the special point I said in the class, students. So many times this type of question will come in FAQ. 0x data hexa, 0b data binary, 0o data octal, 0 some value invalid syntax error. Right. This is about what? Integer data type. I hope you understood int. In one line answer, what is int? They ask you. What is your answer? Don't tell like our old story, 1947. Int is integer. Like that if you say, out of order. Int is a predefined class treated as a fundamental data type. It is used to store the integer data or whole numbers or integral values. That is numbers without decimal values. Along with int data type, we can store a different type of number system values. That's all you keep it. Interview will ask you, what are the different type of number systems? You say the number systems. They will ask you how to store it, decimal, binary, etc. That is a way to take the interviewer in our hands. Taking interviewer in hands is very simple when you know the subject. If you don't know the subject, not, they will take you in their hands and they will squeeze you like a sugarcane juice. That time you will struggle a lot. That's why if you read well, you can take the interviewer and you can squeeze like a sugarcane juice. That's why, my dear students, this is a int data type is completed. Before going to the float data type now, a small, another concept I want to speak. Another concept. Float data type I will enter. Before that, I would like to enter one more small point. What is it? Base conversion functions I want to explain. It is also frequently asked questions. Base conversion functions. Base conversion functions in Python. Already we did. I'm just giving the notes purpose. Please look into that base conversion functions. How simple it is. In Python programming, we have three types of base conversion functions. Base conversion functions. They are, what is the first one, students? Number one is called binoff. Spell out. Next is called what? Octoff. Third one is hexoff. Why there is no DEC off? Because it is the default number system. Why there is no DEC off? It is a default number system. Every value converted into which type? Decimal. There is no question of what DEC. Binary, octal, hexa. By default, convert into which type? Decimal only. No need to have any such type of special functions for conversion. Now I want to give you first function called what, ma? Bin off. Now I am going to say bin off. See students, now I am going to say, after that, I will take you one more kind of thing. What is it? Octave. Second one I will go for it, octave. I'll take octave. Another one I will go for it. What is this now? Hexoff. Hexoff. I will take it as hexoff. I'm taking hexoff. I'm taking. First I will go for what? Bin off. Syntax you see? Syntax. Directly programming. No more theory. Variable name is equal to bin off which data? Hexa. What is that now? Decimal data. Decimal or what? Octal or what? Hexadecimal. Hexadecimal. Let us apply. This function is used for converting what? Decimal comma what? Octal and what? Hexadecimal values into what? Binary values. So how we can take care of that? Example I will write immediately. So these are coming in the MCQs part, especially in NASCAM certification level also these are going to come. See ma, all of you, A is equal to what? 10 or 15 you take it. 15. What is the 15 actually? Decimal. By looking at the number you have to say, what is this data? Decimal. How do you know it is a decimal? Because there is no 0x, there is no 0b, there is no 0o. What is that? That's all. Correct or not? 0b 10101. 0o 123. 0xbee hexa. Right? 086 invalid. Syntax error, invalid. You have to say. Try to say differently, students. Don't tell like everybody in the class, in the interview. Because you are seeing practically, na? I'm explaining everything practical orientation. So you are supposed to do it. Now see, something like x is equal to some value is equal to bin off what? A. The decimal number system value convert into what? Binary. How we can convert? 15, 2 7 ja 14, 1, and 2 3 ja 6, 1. Next 2 1 ja 2, 1. What are the values now? 1 1 1 1. If you want to do 2 0, you can write 1. You can take these values or not. See ma, how simple it is. Right? Print off what now? Value you say. What is that printed? 0b 111 printed or not? Good. Shall I move forward? Very good. A is equal to 0 O 17. 0O17. What is the 0O17? Octal. Is the digits are permitted? Suppose by mistake if you see 8, invalid. Listen, sleeping. Sleeping, you are closing eyes and then sleeping. Of course. When you are closing your eyes and means what? I feel that opposite person will feel sleeping. Maybe you are listening with your meditational view, but I don't know that now. So you have to listen. 0O18. What is this is called? Invalid. So you have to say 07 I said. 07 is called what? Octal. That octal is converted into which type? Bin. We are converting bin off. What we are passing? Decimal data, octal data, hexadecimal data. No more confusions. Clarity is required. Decimal to binary already converted. First one is already completed. Now octal to what? Binary. So for your understanding purpose, what I am saying is 17 is called what? Octal. That I am converting into what? Binary. We need not to worry about the mathematics calculation. For your purpose, I am saying that convert this octal into which type? Decimal. Decimal to what? Binary. For your easy calculation, when it is coming in interviews. Again, students, when it is coming to octal to binary, don't try to worry about the mathematics. Mathematics, least bother about it. Convert what? 17 into what type? Octal. Octal to what? How do you do that? 8 to the power of 0, 8 to the power of 1. 1 into 8, 8 plus 7 is equal to what? 15. 15 is called what? Decimal. That I am converting into what? What is the value? Madhubabulo. What is the value? What is the value? It is going to contain. You are waste, students. You are wasted. Completely wasted. Bin of what? A. 17 is converted into what? 15. 15 I am converted into what? Binary. What is the value here? Already it is there. 0B11. What is the data actually? మీరు ఏం స్టూడెంట్స్ అసలు? 0O17. What type? Converted into what? What is the value? Converted into what? What is this data? This is nothing but like this only, na? Can't you understand that? BTech is completed, MTech completed, PhD also completed when we wait some time. So see the data. Done or not? Yes. Shall I move forward? Good. This is I am giving interview tip. If that is given octal, you know the calculation of mathematics. Convert into what? Decimal. Decimal to what? Binary. Got it or not? Next up. A is equal to I am saying 0xf. 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 What is 0xf? Hexadecimal. What is the value of f internally? 15. Converted into which type? 15. 15 is what? Decimal. Converted into what? What is the value of value? 0B11. And for easiest calculation, I converted the same thing. Is it understandable or not? Yes. Go to the place. Online students, can you respond once? This is called binary data. Is it understandable, students? If you don't understand, even after attending the class, nobody can save you, students. Because if you miss my explanation of the class, then where you will understand, students? So people can't teach you this much of deep. Please see that. And I'm not boasting about it. You only decide by attending my classes so punctually, by saying in my class. If you don't respond and if you sit quiet and calm, you can't understand the taste of my class. Are you following, guys? Right. All the boys in the back, are you comfortable? Yes. Online students, you need to respond. You are not responding properly. You need to respond. So, come to what next? Octave. Octave. Same to same. Same to same. I'm going to take up this. Tell me the syntax of what oct? Everybody. What is the function name? Octave. What is the function name? Octave. Decimal. Binary. Decimal and what? Binary. And next is what? Hexa. Converting decimal, binary, and hexadecimal into what? Octal values. Beautiful. Example I am going to. Always examples. Because when you are writing, no question paper and answer sheet will be given. They will give you directly coding. 2 lines code, they will ask you output. 2 lines code, they will ask you output. That too, they are helping. ABCD answers they will give. If I conduct the test, I'll give fill in the blank only. I don't give these luck-based exams. You take 25 questions you prepare, 30 questions you prepare, ma. ABCDs you give. Take that question paper and go out and gives to one person who is selling it out some other products, non-IT person, don't know anything. You don't know ABCDs also. Ask him, 30 questions are there, ABCD are there. You tell me, among these 4, which one you tell me, you will say something. He will also get 12 marks. Compulsory get 12 marks or not? But do you know that he is a Python? No. Still he is getting or not? So that is called luck-based exam or not? If I am giving fill in the blank, you ask outside layman, will he fill up the gap? Huh? No. So companies are helping a lot. When you know 50% subject, you can eliminate rest of the 2 and you can answer very perfectly if you are intelligent. If I am conducting the exam, I never give ABCD exams. I will give fill in the blank. Fill in the blank, who can answer? Who knows subject. Who don't know subject, garbage collector will collect away. What is this unemployment people will do? Remove all of them. Go to the place. So, so PV Rohit is saying, sir, I recently written Zoho company exam. They have given in the same pattern that you said, like fill in the blank. Yes, Rohit is correct. That is called a good company. And only cream of students will come out. Cream means don't think that by birth they birth with Java or Python directly. Not like that. How can you become like that? When you read the notes, when you do the things very well, then you can become perfect or not. And whatever is happened, students. From now, you read my notes by forgetting everything. I'm taking care about everything. I don't want your basics. Not only this subject. When I teach Django, I don't want any of the thing. I'm the whole and soul responsibility. When I teach REST API, I don't want any of the basics. I'll start from 0 level. That is a teacher. With more practical orientation, that too. That is the teaching. To learn this, you require that this fundamentals. If you say you don't know anything, he is not a teacher. So teacher means need to start illiterate to the literature. That is a teacher capability. So that teacher must be intelligent first of all. Now coming to the point back, now I am going to say, come to the point. Students in the online, please respond. A is equal to what? 0B111. What is that 0B111? Binary. What is the value of decimal? Good. Good. Value is equal to what? Oct of what? Come on, ma. A. What is that? What is this now? 0B111. What is this now? Binary. What conversion you know? Binary to decimal. What is that value? That you are converting into what? Octal. 15 octal I am converting. 8. 1 jaw. What is this now? 7. 8. 0. 1. What is the answer? What is the value of value? 17. 17. Please look at my value I am saying. What is the type? 017 got it or not? Good. Next, A is equal to 0B. 0B. Once again, I am saying what? 15. Sorry. 0, just 15 I am writing. What is this data? Decimal. Converted into what type? Octal. Also same value or not? Yes. A is equal to 0x. 0x. F I am writing it. F I am writing it. Print of this value. Is it printed or not? So, why I am saying that? For easiest to understand. You can take any value also, no issue. This is going to be value like this. Go to the place of this now. So in this way, I wrote decimal data. In this way, I'm taking next one is called what you know, hexadecimal data. I hope you got, my dear students. This is comes under what? Which conversion? Octal conversion. Octal conversion. This I'll write a little front. In the order of the syntax, I want to write it. So, done. Careful, students. Come to where next? Hexa. Hexa. Everybody comfortable? Right. Coming to the point back, hexa. This I am writing. Come on, syntax, please. Hexx of binary of what I will do? Very good. Octal. Octal. Tell me, this function is used for converting decimal, binary, and next octal values into where? Good. Into under what? Octal values into what? Hexadecimal values. That's all. That's all. Done. What is an example? Immediate example. Programming examples. So, examples I'm taking. See that? Examples I'm going to take up. So I'm going to take up examples here. See, come to the point back. all of you. A is equal to 15. 15. Take it. What is this now? 0. What is this now? Hex of what? A. Print of what? Value. What is the answer? 0x f. 0x f. B. A is equal to 0b 1111. For your easiest conversion, print of this. What is the answer? 0x f. What is this data called? Binary. Binary to decimal is 15. 15 to hexa is what? 0x f. Got it, guys? Next, one more I will take it. 0O17. 0O17. Octal. Print of this value. Print this value. 0xf. So, you got the data of this. So, go to this place. Now, here, done. So, I'm writing. This is my data. Done. So, here, 0b data, binary value. This is called something like this. Now, this is a value. Octal value is printed. So finally, we understood the information about all sorts of conversion functions are over. Are you comfortable, ma? Yes. This is about which type of things? Base conversion functions. How many base conversion functions are there? Very good. What are the first one? Bin of, oct of, x of. So there is no question called what? DEC of. Comfortable? DEC of is not there. By default, the data converted into what type? Decimal. Stand up once, black shirt. Yesterday I made you to stand up. Stand up. How many data types are there? Stand properly. How many data? Don't fold the hands. Normal. How many data types? Sleeping now? 6. How many data types are there? Nidra kuda potadu asalu. Sleeping. Half an hour onwards. You are about, if I switch off the lights now, you will give like a rail engine sound. Yesterday also I said, today also doing the same thing. Lights off. See, next time I'll call you on the dais. Be careful. You ask your seniors. If you sleep in the class, I'll call you on the dais. You have to keep your finger and you have to read the notes. Otherwise, I will switch on one program is there in my Python class. One pendulum is there, which is rounding. Already it is there. When I switch on, it is going to move in the axis. When anybody is sleeping now, it will come and beat like this. It's a pendulum, it's an iron pendulum. And everybody is looking. It's real. They are seeing that. Is it real? They are seeing that. Is it real? They are thinking. Sit down. Sleeping in the class. He is seeing, oh, what a wonderful program it is. Boys are seeing that. Right. Because you are seeing, maybe he's written some code. Maybe it may beat like that. What can I do, students? If you are sleeping, is it my task to wake up everybody? Yeah? So please follow. Already I made you one day to stand up, sleeping. Today also sleeping, na? Sleeping, wake up, like that. That's why you said instead of 14, you said 6 data types only. Again, laughing also, not feeling. Now I will move to the another data type now. What is the another data type? Flow data type. Good. So, coming to the float data type. What is int data type? Predefined class. Int is a predefined class. Now I am asking one question. Of course, any of you will answer wrong only. One more beautiful question. Who will answer? Girls. మనం ఎప్పుడు ఆన్సర్ చేయం అలాంటివి. Who will answer, students? Okay, you will answer, ma. Okay, sit down. 33% reservation. Right. See, boys, girls are answering now. If is equal to 35, 45. Valid or invalid? Silence. Silence, I said. Valid or invalid? Valid. 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 Others? Why invalid? It is a keyword. Beginning. This is, I am not asking actual question. It is a qualifying round. So, It is a syntax error. I said in the class, no keywords to be used as what? Variable names. Girls out. Boys. Now already you are out today. No second participation. You are already out. One day, one participation only. Who will answer? Who will answer? Try. You want to? Try. Okay. Now, come on. Else is equal to 45. Everybody. Invalid. Because else is what? Now everybody silence. He will answer. Int is equal to, int is equal to 46.78. Valid or invalid? Other silence. Come on. Invalid. Why invalid? Is it allowed? Others, allowed or not? Allowed or not? Not allowed. Right? Everybody is wrong. You are also wrong. Sit down. Because you are thinking int is a keyword you are thinking. But I said int is called what? One of the predefined class. Int is a keyword in where? C, C++, Java, etc. In Python, what is int? Class. People say this outside, classes are called what? Keywords, they say. They don't know anything about Python. And they teach Python in the classes. That is our problem of education. Don't know subject, they will come to the class. See that? Pakka valid this is. They think what? It is an integer data, what sorry is placing float data. It gives a lot of tensions for you when you don't know the subject. It's a pakka valid. What is int? It's a predefined class. Class names can be taken as variable names. Class names can be taken as variable names. No problem. But keywords cannot be taken as what? Variable names. Please, beautiful. What is that? Int comma type of what? Int. Type of int. What is int? Is an object of which type? Float is equal to 1, 2, 3. Also valid. See that. What is this? Float, comma what? Type of float. Type of float. What is that type of float? Yes. What is int and float in Python? Class names. Class names are not keywords. Class names are not keywords. Sir, can you show? Import keyword as k. Print of what? K dot KW list. See that. Do you have anywhere else int, float, bool, etc.? 16 things I said. Int, float, bool, dict up to none type I said. Do you have any such things there? No. But people says what? Int is a keyword, float is a keyword. Are they blunder or not? When they train you, what is your future, students? Think about it. When I ask such type of question by opening my laptop, I will say, what will answer? Wrong, you will say. I'll press enter key. What will happen? Answer is coming. I will ask you finally, shall I give offer letter? You'll say, sir, don't use sir. I'll go to my home. This is the way of locking the student. This is the way to lock the student. Right or not? Yes. One day I will conduct the test for you. One day I will conduct the test. 30 marks question I will conduct. No ABCDs. Fill in the blanks. Negative marking is there. Negative marking. 1 mark. When you go for wrong answering, 1/4 cutting. When you answer 4 wrong, 1 correct, 0. So how many marks you are expecting in out of 30? Huh? You know my questioning style? How many? 0. Beginning only concluded. ఒకటి కూడా రాదు. So negative marks I never use it. For example, if you get maximum 5 marks now, you are great. Maximum 5 marks you will get, you are great. 0 you'll get most of the time. Most of the time. You'll see very shortly after the data types are over, I'll conduct after 10 days, 15 days, one paper I will open. That paper I will keep it in the Google Drive also. You evaluate by yourself. You evaluate by yourself and see that. You search in the internet, you will not find that answer for that. Because students will do what? They will copy and they will put it into Google. They will scan with the Google Lens and they will scrap it and they will search. I am very intelligent. I never use that questions. My questioning is totally different because we are from industry. I will use that. Right. Shinde, perfect. Points to be noted. Very good. Shinde, you see how beautiful student is. Points to be noted. Class names can be taken as variable names. Keywords are not can be taken as what? Variable names. This is a very important point. So Shinde noted. Everybody must note this point. All class names are what? Can be used as variable names. But keywords cannot be used as what? Variable names. This is a point to be noted. So that I will forward to all the online students. So really, Shinde is a very good student. So some students are there. They are beautiful. They'll respond every time to me. Now I'll go to which data type? Float data type. Now, please follow. Come to the point. First line, you tell me, all of you. Float is one of the predefined class and treated as fundamental data type. Treated as what? Fundamental data type. Fundamental data type. Good. Fundamental data type. Very good. Is it a keyword? No. They will ask you one more question. They will ask you, these questions are coming recently because along with subject learning, you should know what questions are coming in interviews also. They will ask you, do you know C language? Do you know C++? Like that they will ask you. Suppose by mistake, if you say, first day I asked you, do you know C language? Yes, I know. I asked a question. Later you are saying, do you know C language? No. You are concluding. That's why when you go to an interview, if you are confident about your previous knowledge, you say yes. Otherwise, you say, I know Python only. They will strict to what? Python only. Understand, ma? Yes. Coming to the point of it. Float is one of the predefined class and treated as what data type? Fundamental data type. Right. Roshan Sen is asking, sir, switch keyword not treated as in Python or not available in switch in Python. So Roshan Sen no C language, I think so. So what language I am teaching? Python or C na? Python. The problem with students is when I am teaching Python, you will remember all C language only. When I am teaching C language, you will remember all Python only. Psychological problem. Am I teaching Python or C na? Already said here, what are the keywords? These are the keywords. And he is asking switch. There are not there? That indicates what? It is not there in the Python. It is not there in the Python. Why the doubt should come, students? Roshan. So, Roshan, switch is equal to what? 56. Print of what? Switch, comma. Type of what? Switch. Type of switch. So, what is the answer is coming or not? So, it is your, don't waste your time, mom. Please go for that. Roshan, don't worry. Just I want to give you I want to create you correct thinking person. Correct thinking person I want to say. That's why I will tell you directly to the student. Okay, na? Don't feel otherwise. Now, I'll move to the next one. What is the use of float data type? Now, come on. The purpose of float data type is that to store real constant values. To store real constant values. What do you mean by real constant values, sir? Anything is in the form of what? P by Q. Anything is in the form of P by Q, where Q is not equal to 0. That is known as what? Real constant value. 22 by 7 is called what? 3.14. Of course, lot of values are also there. Correct, students? Your marks which you are securing in the college, out of 500, you are securing 492. By what? 500. You are calculating the percentage into 100. You are saying, are you getting some values or not? Some integer values, some decimal values you are getting or not? This is known as integer part. Left side of that, right side of dot is called what? Decimal part. Such a notation is known as what, ma? Real constant value. What value? real constant value. So, or we can also call it as, floating point values we can call. Which values? Floating point values. The purpose of float data type is that to store real constant values or floating point values. Go to the example. I want to store percentage of your marks. I want to say pi value like in mathematics. A is equal to 3.14. Print of what? A comma type of A. What is the value of A? 3.14. It is called which literal? Float literal. What is A? Object. What is the type of that? Float. What is the float here? Class. Float is a class. What is A here? Object. What is the float here? Class. Next, I want to do addition of two floating point values. So tell the statements. A is equal to 1.2, B is equal to 3.4, C is equal to A plus B. Print of A comma type of A. Which type? Float. B comma float type of B. Which type? Float. Type of what next? C. Type of C. What is the value now? 4.6. Are you following? Last and final, A is equal to something like 10, B is equal to something like 3.5, and C is equal to what I'm saying now, like this. Print of A int type, print of B float type, print of C float type, because the 10 plus 3.5 is what type? Float type. Did you understand, mom? Yes. Please look at. That is simple. That is very easy. Now, I will give you some more explanation. Some more points I'll write it. Up to this, you already know in the colleges. What is my specialty of the class? I just want to give you. So, coming to the point back, one more line I will write it there. Now I'm going to take up. This is my outputs. This is my simple data. Value of A is given here. Value of B also given here. Value of C also given now. And see carefully, mom. And this is one more example, integer and float combination examples. Here I am going to take this data. Here I am going to take this data. Here I am going to take this data. So coming to this point, this is about what? Floating, integer, float, and etc. Okay. Next I am going to take up another special points. Float data type also stores the data like scientific notation. Have you heard about scientific notation? Don't maintain silence. You heard about it or you don't know now? You know, you don't know. Don't know. What do you know? WhatsApp chatting? Calling to the friends? You know that. Go to 6th class. 6th class. Have you studied 6th class? Studied. Everything studied and pass only. In Python also there is a keyword called pass. When I ask a question, what will say? Don't know the question. What will say? Pass. Pass. That's why university also said pass. Pass means what? No answer. Only subject pass. Now I'm going to say. Float data type. Let me write. Float data type also stores the floating point data. Floating point data are real constant values in the form of what? Scientific notation. In the form of what? Scientific notation. In the form of scientific notation. Scientific notation. That's all. Sir, what is the general notation of scientific notation? What is an advantage of it? Please look at. See, students. Now I am writing something like this. I am writing scientific notation data is equal to mantissa. Have you heard about it? E exponent. This is there in the 6th class. I know very strictly. Because it is there in SSC as well as in ICSE also there. I know this. Now, coming to the point of it, example you take it. What is this example? A is equal to 3E2 for a simple example. This is all very frequently asked questions in interviews. They won't ask normal questions. In Python, what questions will come? Whatever I said, that will come. When I'm saying that much strongly means how strongly you have to practice, you remember. When I say 3E2, what is the conversion to the following normal floating point value? Mantissa into 10 to the power of exponent. 10 to the power of exponent. The E is always considered as what? 10. For this one theorem is also there. That theorem is not necessary for you. This is why I am saying strong knowledge I want to give even in the mathematics wherever is required. Now tell me students, 3 mantissa called 3 into, in place of E what I will write? 10. What is this now? To the power of exponent. What is my exponent? What is the value? 3 into what? 100. What is the answer is coming? 300.0 will come. This is stored in A. Which is of which type? Float type. Please look at A is equal to 3E2. 3E2. Actually, when you show to somebody, they'll say it is an invalid. Why? Value should not contain letters. According to our variable rules, it should contain what? According to our variables rule, starts with what? Alphabet, underscore, like that you have or not. But I written with what? 3E2. Is it valid or people will think? Invalid. But it is which notation? Scientific notation. Valid or not? A comma type of A. Is it answer is called 300.0 or not? Which type? What is 3E2? Scientific literal. Treated as which type? Float is not only storing normal floating point value like this, it is also storing the data of what? Scientific notation. One more example, ma'am. 3E minus 2. 3E minus 2. Come on, convert please. 3 into 10 to the power of minus 2. 3 by 10 square. That is called 3 by 100. It is going to be some value will come or not? Yes, please look at print of A. See that. 0.03. Which type? Very frequently asked questions these are. Sir, come to the point of it. Here I will write that example also. So I'm going to give my notes in such a way that if you read my notes, you can conquer any Python interview. If you don't do it, if you don't do any reading, what can I do? You tell me, students. I can bring everything to your mind, but if you don't read, what can I do? You tell me. Right or not? My job as a sincere teacher, I want to teach everything. When you see me any bus stop or any or on the road, you will at least look at me. I have to say one good morning to my sir. That type of things I want in your heart. I want to win your heart every day by telling beautiful subject. I want to make you to forget your previous faculties. So you can understand what best topic I am going to explain in my class. So coming to the point back, now I am going to say, what is the advantage of the scientific notation? Now I am going to say the general format of which notation? Scientific notation is that I am writing, come on, ma, mantissa into mantissa E. Come on, exponent. Sometimes they will give you like this. They will ask you like this. See that it is also valid. Capital E, small e, 0x, 0 capital X, 0 O, small o, 0 B, capital B. You know that? Yes. This is also valid, ma. See that. Also equivalently valid. So I can say that point also here. Capital E also permitted. Capital E also permitted. Come to the point back. I can say, or I can say this value, because student will get lot of doubt. The doubts has to be clarified very perfectly like this. No more confusions. Now to convert what is this? Scientific notation data into what? Normal floating point value. To convert scientific notation data into what? Normal floating point value. Normal floating point value. We use the following formula. formula. What is that formula, students? Normal floating point value is equal to, come on, ma, mantissa into 10 to the power of exponent, for 10 to the power of exponent. Now, students, 10 to the power of, what is this now? To the power of what? Exponent. To the power of exponent. Mantissa into 10 to the power of exponent. Your previous faculties has written mantissa into, maybe anybody, to the power. These days people are saying like this, right or not? They are saying something like 10 to the power of 2. They are using this thing. This is a blunder. This is a blunder. What they are saying, it is a blunder. Come on to the point. What people are saying outside, 2 to the power of 3. If anybody asks you outside, what is your answer? Come on, everybody. I said blunder. Tell your original knowledge. 8. You say 8. That is a blunder. Why? I am showing. It is called bitwise XOR operator, whose value is, look at, 0, 0, 1, 0 is the binary value of what? 2. 0, 0, 1, 1 is the binary value of 3. XOR. XOR says what? Similar bits 0, dissimilar bits 1. 1, 0, 0, 0. Equivalent to decimal value is called what? 1 is an answer. See the answer now. Where is the 8 is coming? If a normal student believe that they will write 8 in the interview or not, then who will give the damage of the student? Is that Sarah? What you paid is wasted or not? You are paying for which education? Wrong education. Paying and giving pain. Paying and getting pain. Like your 21 years education. What happened? Problem or not? That's why it is my advice to all boys and girls. When you are attending any class, you expect practical answers. First you apply in my class. Then you apply in all class. This is an alert I want to give to everybody. Is it correct or not, ma? Suppose you say 100 things, I don't believe. I want practical evidence in front of my eyes. Unless and until I see with my eyes, I don't believe. Whoever you are, I don't mind. I want to see practical answers. You expect, first you apply in my class. Then you believe it. That is called real education. Correct or not, ma? Yes. So, now students, come to the point back. Here I am writing to the power of. I am not writing that cap symbol and all. Bitwise operators. I'll explain like anything for you. I'll go to that further. To the power of what? Exponent. If you go to the bitwise operators, there is a double greater than, there is a double less than, there is called XOR, there is something like this. You know that now? There is something like this. There is something like this. There is one more operator called what? What is the symbol? C language, Java, Python, etc. What is the symbol called? What is the symbol called in your colleges you studied? Huh? Symbol adutane meer arantarinte. What is the symbol called? Pipe. Who said? You said. Which pipe it is? Water pipe? Ilanti pipes, water pipes. If you say like that, pipes and everything, people will say get out. So that is not pipe. Who said that? I don't know. That pipe is carried forever. Because of pipe only you are getting problems. You are inside the pipe and unable to come out of the pipe. That is called 2 vertical slashes. Spell out. In Amirpet, they will create lot of spicy. That's why food poison will come. That is outside. Subject poison is giving career problems. Why I am telling all these things, you should be careful about. Don't believe every person. Believe the person who teach practical examples. For every word, program. For every word, program. You apply in my class first. Then you apply in our classes. When I am saying, you apply on me first. Right. Come on, ma. Coming to the, Srinivas, pipe is used in network engineering domain. Okay. Good, Srinivas. Congratulations. So, don't tell somebody pipe. I will say pipe 1. If you say like this, this is called one pipe. This is called one more pipe. To connect both the pipes, which pipe you used? This pipe you required. And the total things will become pipe only. it will become dog tail. When I straight it, again dog tail. Because of dog tail only, subject is gone. Try to be a tiger tail, always hunting for subject. Correct or not? I'll explain what is the purpose of that symbol called what? Vertical slash. What is the difference between double slash and single slash? Nobody knows, including all of you, including our trainers also. I'll tell in the class very perfectly, real-time standards. Well, come to the point of it. Huh? Oh, Srinivas, exactly. Because I cannot say in the class. I cannot say. Right. So, now coming to the point of it. Now I will move to the further. So Atiyakani is saying one is bitwise R. So I cannot comment on it. Yesterday I said to her, if I comment now, what you are saying is a blunder completely. One word I can say. Already 10 days back I said, student is equal to full forms plus wrong answers. Perfect formula for you. Once you finish my class, student is equal to subject plus practical awareness will come. That is damn sure, provided the three conditions. If you violate, out. Nobody can save you. That is the openly I am saying. Because after the fees paying, I am not saying. Day one only I said. Because I want to be crystal clear. Good. Come to the next point here. Next point I am saying. Now, see. What I am saying now, in float data type, is it clear? Okay, I say one more point. Beautiful point I want to say. What is the advantage of scientific notation, sir? The advantage of scientific notation is to save the memory space. How? A is equal to, look at 0.00000005. 0.00005. To store such a big number, lot of memory space is required. I don't want to store, when I go to data science level, I require lot of big data I require. To store such a big floating data, normal float data type representation, it cannot be stored in Python. It will be stored in the form of what? Scientific notation. See, my dear students, if it is a C, C++, Java, it never allows. Because after the dot, either 7 decimal places or 15 decimal places are allowed. But in Python, you see, big data is allowed. Print that value, my dear students. It is printed in the form of what? Scientific notation. How it is printed? 5e minus some 52 or 56 or number of zeros here, some 56 or something. This 5 is going to be there. See that now? 5e minus 50. What is the meaning of 5e minus 50, ma? 5e minus 50. What is that? 5 into 10 to the power of minus 50. That is equal to 5 by what? 10 to the power of 50. Is it not going to be that? What is this, ma? It is called small in value. That is called what? Memory space minimization. They will ask you, what is an advantage of scientific notation? The advantage of scientific notation is to store bigger floating point values in a small memory. That is the advantage. When I say certain sentence, practical I want. Practically you expect it. Then you can save your, you can predict your future easily. So I am saying that point here. Online students, please follow me, students. Now I am saying like this. Observe. Go to the point of it. The advantage of which notation? Scientific notation. The advantage of scientific notation is that to take what? To take minimal memory space. To take minimal memory space for representing, for storing what? For storing large volume of normal floating point values. Normal floating point values. Are you getting, students? Yes. Perfect. So normal floating point values. Notation I written. The advantage of scientific notation is that to take minimal memory space for storing large volume of normal floating point values. I shown you or not? Very good. For every point I am showing practically, students. Where is the question of confuse? Where is the question of ambiguity? Any ambiguity? No. Crystal clear I am explaining. Well, Come to the next point. Now I am going to say one more point. If I go on telling these many points, you become superpower. Is it no outside people? Don't know. When you are remembering, why don't you get the job? Tell me, you only decide. Come on now. Come on, ma. Now I am going to say A is equal to 0B1111. What is that 0B1111? 15. 0B1010 is called what? 10. What is it? 15.10. Who is that? 15.10 na 15.10 na? 15.10 you said. Who said? Don't know. Some Akashwani. Okay. So 15 point what? This is a dot is there. This is a 1 and this is a 1. What is the answer? 15 point. That is the wrong answer. That is the wrong answer. Floating point data type. Floating point values cannot be represented in the form of number systems like this. Number systems like this. Please read out. Syntax error. Invalid decimal literal. Next, A is equal to 0O123 dot 0B1010. Also wrong answer. A is equal to 0xBEE dot 0x face 3054.64206. Not possible. It is called what? Syntax error. Neither binary allowed, nor octal allowed, nor hexa allowed. This point indicates the float data type. The float data type does not support, does not allow to use, does not allow us to use. Which one? Binary, octal, and hexadecimal values. Hexadecimal values directly in storing of which values? Storing of which values? Floating point values. Then example you take it. Don't learn theory. You learn these are all called beautiful properties. Error. See students, error. Next is called what? Also error. When they say something, immediately you have to say the answers with the practical things. They will ask a question. Can I store binary data in the floating point values? You are thinking whether my sir said or not. If you read the notes, immediately you will say no. You will open the laptop and you show the coding. That's what I said. When you go to an interview, I'll prepare you to open a laptop. That much talent you will get it in my class. This is about which data type? Float data type. Simple. In one line answer, somebody says, what is a float? Float is a predefined class. It is used to store real constant values or floating point values. It is also allows us to store scientific notation data in the form of mantissa into exponent. You can do. You can convert also. I said the formula. Floating point data type does not allow the number system values directly in floating point value storing. Understood, students? This is about which data type? Float data type. I hope students, time is also 10:44, right? When I come back to tomorrow, I'll explain what? Bool and what? Complex. Are you following? Like your previous education, int is integer, used to store integer data. Float is float data type, used to store float data. Over, student is also over. We don't want. You paid 1 lakh in your college fees on and average. But here, what you paid? Triple that. 10 times more than that education I want to give it. That is a class specialty of mine. That's why don't become absent to the class. Don't come late to the class. It's my humble request for everybody. If you come late, you will lose the subject. If you come late, I'm not going to lose single NP from my packet. If you come on time, you will get good education. Still, if you come late, one weapon is there. My time is 9:20. After 9:20, whoever is visible at the door side, close the door. Garbage collector will collect away. I never allow. I'm very strict. Rule is rule. Am I coming late? Am I compromising the subject? Day by day increasing? Are you monitoring that? If you practice like that, imagine your future. Is the other students will learn like this? You only tell. You compare everywhere. That's why when somebody is explaining so beautifully, you support to build your career. Okay, students? Right. Thank you. All the best. Online students, you can hold on for any doubts are there.
This meeting is being recorded.
Students in the online, any more doubts are there? Shinde.
Good morning, sir.
Shinde, tell me, ma.
Sir, in the starting of lecture, you told that hexadecimal is used for making or creating the operating system.
Development of. During the development of OS, they used to write the code using this hexadecimal values.
Okay. But sir, already this decimal is having 10 digits. So what was the need of
what I'm saying is, in the memory management purpose, to build the OS memory management, they used to use this hexadecimal.
Okay, sir.
In further, I will show you some small OS errors also, so that you can understand that entire error which is coming is in hexadecimal format.
Okay, sir.
Right.
Thank you, sir.
Right, Shinde. Any more students having the doubt? You can raise your hands. Online students, are you comfortably following my lectures? Are you comfortably following my lectures? Can you give the things? Okay, students. Okay. Rita.
Good morning, sir. Sir,
Tell me, ma'am.
Here you have told you Mantissa E exponent.
Yeah.
I'm not getting this. What is this?
Simple notation. Mantissa means like this. You see, I set 3e minus 2. 3 is called what? Left side of e is called what? Mantissa.
Okay.
Minus 2 is called what? Exponent. 3 is called what? Mantissa. 2 is called exponent. How it can be written? 3 into e meaning is 10 to the power of 2. This is a conversion for floating point values.
Okay.
Okay, Rita?
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Right.
Sir, one thing is more. Actually, in the beginning, I lost my class due to my laptop was not supporting. So decimal number I have lost. How I will we cover this?
Decimal?
Decimal number. No, sorry, octal number.
Octal number?
Yes, sir.
What is that octal?
Octal number system I lost. Actually, I was joined a late class.
So I'm not getting you what you are trying to say.
Sir, I'm saying today's in the starting I lost my class decimal number system.
Not getting you, ma. There's a lot of sound is coming here. Students are leaving.
Okay.
Octal data to?
Octal number system, sir. Sorry,
Octal numbers.
decimal number system, sir. Not octal.
What is your doubt? Octala, decimala?
Decimal number system, sir.
Decimal is there. Here I explained yesterday.
Actually, sir, in the today class, I lost this.
Huh?
Today, I lost this class in the beginning.
Today you lost?
Lost this point in the beginning.
Lost your internet connection in the beginning.
Yes, sir.
So that when you lost the connection, I may not repeat again and again. I cannot repeat it. In the further, I will see that if anything is there. You read the notes today, and tomorrow
Okay.
we'll see.
Okay.
Right. Vinith. Student name is Vinith.
Sir, good morning, sir.
Vinith, good
So
morning.
I haven't joined your class till now, so this is my first class.
Hmm.
So I'll be living in the United States. So I have been taking the AWS class by 9 a.m.
Hmm.
So I'm getting a class for your class on the AWS class. So can you please tell me when you're gonna start the new batch again?
You contact the admins, ma. Contact admins. For any other batch inquiries, you contact admins. Okay, na?
But admin asked me to contact you, sir.
No. You contact in office because I cannot give you the batch timings and all. You contact, please. Okay.
Oh, okay. Thank you, sir.
Next, Saranya. Saranya,
Sir,
tell me, ma.
day before yesterday, you explained rule number 4, no, sir?
Hmm.
Can you please go there because I think false. So can you go there?
What is that?
Rule number 4, sir.
Huh?
Like data representation.